And got to check on this doubleheader pitching situation, but it looks pretty solid. Looks like we know what we're getting into here, but I just saw that this game one had been taken off the board in a few places, so going to proceed with caution here a little bit, even with our chat coming in with some plays here in this one between the Cubs and the Reds today. Wicks, he allowed a run in 5 innings in his first major league start. The Cubs did win that game. The Cubs have won 6 of their last 8 games. They've been having fun. Now at 9 games over 500, it's been a great run. The Reds have lost 5 of 7. At least they're back home right now. We know they've been strong on the road. It's actually the home games that we've kind of been worried about with the Reds so far. But, man, the reported steam did come in, no doubt, on the under in this one. But I don't know. For me, I was who said over? I don't want to. I don't know if I have time to scroll back necessarily and take a look at that one, but man, that's the way I kind of want to go too, is over in this one. Apologize. Let me see. I can get it. There's not that many in here. It was Jose Abad. And I believe Jose has been with us before. And is it 9 now on that game one? Yeah. If it's 9, I'm in. Oh, I can't find. Okay. Yeah. I see one offshore at BOL. So, look, I put it 9 on screen. I'll even give it out. This is what I do. I know that one thing we do on these shows, we want to find the best line to give us the best chance. But I often try to give out the worst line, actually, so that when you get to the window, when you get to your apps, you're like, hey, maybe there's a little bit. And what I'm giving out is, what I'm still considering according to my ratings, to be the value. Everybody's value meter is different, right? It's the most overused phrase. But again, to me, value is when you are beating the original line, not beating anybody to the market. I'm just saying the original line is kind of moved away from where it was. Now, there could be other factors involved. We know that, especially with a doubleheader runs on the Reds. We're going to look at both games back to back. Get ready. I don't want anybody to be confused. This is game one, although Solo says, give me the Reds in both games. Scotch has a lock. He says the Cubs are his lock in game one. And the old Dave Malinsky angle returning from the road trip. Certainly, and we'll see. Like I said, Reds have been better on the road than they have been kind of at home. And it was a long series there, no doubt. Okay, we got to get moving. I'm on the over here with the Reds and the Cubs. We'll let Scotch come in with one of his locks here with the Cubs in game one. Okay? All right. And let's also now get to game 2. Michael, you don't want to. Are you talking about Paredes or are you talking about the Padres? Okay, I don't want to hope Jamal and Dre. Are you going game? Now I'm confused. Okay, just kidding, you guys. We'll just, whatever happens. This one's going to be tough anyways because it is game 2 of the doubleheader. It is a day-night doubleheader. So, pardon me. I've been talking too much over these days. So Cubs and Reds in game 2. I don't think the total is going to be 10 here. I'm showing. Oh, this one also. Now, I don't think we're really seeing this line out at very many spots at this point. I mean, I don't even know if this pitching situation is going to be what it is in this doubleheader. Now, if it is, this matchup. I don't know. I think I would tend to go. Man, I want to say that this total is going to be 9.5, and I do want to go over. Man, game 2. This is going to be one of the toughest doubleheaders right here. What do you guys think? Is Dre on the Cubs? Michael says Reds both games. Cubs first game, Reds second game. Yeah, pretty hot game still with a doubleheader here. So Bmore and Jamal, and that might have been the first game. So, man, I'm really without the line. We're just it's going to be hard. I don't think anybody's dealing a line in the second game yet. Let me call up one of the books here live to see. No, of course not. Just wasting time here. All right. Well, In this one, then I will look to go over in game two with the Cubs and the Reds. We'll see what happens. I'm going over in both games today in Cincinnati. Uh, Look, Ashcraft. In that first game, I just want to maybe I didn't cover all my notes, but Ashcraft has gone under in 9 straight games. Just make note of that. These two teams are trending under, but I've got a doubleheader today. I'm going over in both. Let's get away from this doubleheader. It'll be a good doubleheader. Don't get me wrong, and it's an important doubleheader. It's going to be some shaky betting, and in doubleheaders you bet it late. That's what you do. All right, the Marlins and the Nationals here. We get into the evening card now. That second game leads off the evening card, but Marlins here with Yuri Perez on the road, $1.60. The total 8.5. We're seeing a little bit of movement here. I think to the under, and probably deserved. I think deservedly so with Perez and Irvin. I think Perez, a 2.81 ERA in his last 3 starts, and Irvin, he's been doing well, a 1.45 ERA in his last 3 starts. We talk about how good the Nationals have been as the money-making team. 6-1 in Irvin's last 7 starts. Nationals starting to give some back again, though. They've lost 4 of their last 5. The Marlins, we know they're in a tailspin. They've lost 11 of their last 14 games. Marlins have gone under in 9 of their last 11. Perez has gone under in 9 of his last 10 starts. Irvin's gone under in 6 of his last 7 starts, you guys. There's no doubt. I mean, this total has dropped considerably. You're paying a tax for this. I think everyone's kind of onto this situation with these teams not producing runs at this point. To me, the Marlins, I think they're actually a little bit of a bargain here, even at this price on the road. I know we've been going to the well with the Nationals, but I'm not going to today. The pressure's on the Marlins, man. They need this one. I'm going to take them today here on the money line at $1.60 on the road. A little bit uncomfortable, but I want the Marlins in this one. Hello, 2K. Good morning and welcome. Sean Money on the Marlins. Michael says, give me the under. Tyrone Nats money line. Butterscotch money line here with the Nats. Look, the Nationals. I don't doubt you guys are going to be on these Nationals. They bet money. I figure they'll be popular at the window. Ramon against the world. I think that paid off for you guys. It would have paid off yesterday. Obviously not long term. Teasing you guys. Best chat in the game. Burley going under. Yuri to record the win. Thank you guys. I'll take Miami. I'm going to take the Marlins. All right. Rays and Guardians here with Glass now and Cal Quantrill, how about that? Okay, so for Quantrill, he returns. His first action, let me see here. Where's my game preview? Where's Mindy to stall for time? His last start was on July 5th. So it's nice to have Cal back. I don't want to waste time now. I want to say hip. No, I don't know. I don't remember. But he's back to make this start here against Glass now. $1.75, 7.5 over. And the over seems to be creeping up here a little bit. Maybe I could see why with Quantrill was struggling bad, but obviously was injured. I mean, he was 0-4 with a 14 ERA in his 4 previous starts before hitting the shelf, and now we're seeing him back here nearly a couple of months later. So obviously the Guardians need as much help as they can get right now, the way things are going. They have won 4 out of their last 6, but Tampa Bay, which, like we said, they're back. They're crushing again. They've won 10 of their last 12. They've gone over in 12 of their last 17. This thing's on the move. This one may end up going to 8 runs, I would think, in this one. I think everybody's expecting Tampa to smash Glass now. Though 4-1 with a 2.81 ERA in his last 5 starts, and he has gone under in 6 of his last 8. The Guardians have gone under in 10 of their last 15. We know these are under teams, but I'm going to go over here with this Tampa offense right now against Quantrill. I'm going to end up with the over and it at 7.5. I have a feeling. I might even peek. Let me peek at the market here. I always have to go off screen, and I got 20 computers, and I got to keep the market on the same screen as the. No wonder I freeze up. Okay, yeah. Looking at this, there's 8s. Yeah, 8 unders, but there's still 7.5 overs. So they're basically the same price. And what do you guys say in the chat for Tampa Bay against the Guardians? I like Thomas doing my all right. I need another transition word. I was actually thinking about that. It's because of the solo show. I do it with Mindy too, but all right, here's Rays minus a 1.5 for Ron. Dre says Tampa Bay run line. Tyrone says, how about Tampa Bay first 5? Well, Tampa Bay first 5. Glass now 8-5-2 in the first is his record in the first 5. Quantrill 2-10-1 is his first 5 record. Thomas, Tampa Bay run line. Tampa Bay is going to be very popular with internet handicappers today. You can buy some packages, but here's okay. Yep. Michael Roberts, Rays. It's all Rays. It's all Rays. Hi, Marky. Nope, we're here every day but Tuesday, and I don't know. I may end up we might go up on Tuesday. I'm enjoying being here by myself so much with you guys. Oh, okay. Angel says he's got the Rays. Y'all got the Rays. I mean, what am I doing here? I know what you guys are. Okay, I'll try Marky. Yeah, with all due respect. I mean, I guess I could just give you the first 3 games. I want to give you something good, but talking and producing, and you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys have been laughing at me a little bit trying to get through this without Mindy. Please don't leave me, Mindy. All right. Mariners here. We were on the over there, by the way. Mariners here against the Mets. And look, it's I think a pretty significant move here. Pardon me. This line is wrong, by the way, but we'll give you the current line. Sorry about that. That line is definitely the wrong, but nonetheless, the move is on the Mets. Right now, the Mariners are minus 115, and the total, I want to say 7.5 over 15. This is my market consensus. Oops. Here, so but the move is definitely on the Mets in this one significantly. It feels like here. I think everyone, Senga. It seems like every time he gets out there, gives you such a solid effort. And the Mets, they've actually shown some life here. Now that they've been, thoroughly eliminated, with their poor performance this season. So maybe that's what folks are seeing in this game. Gilbert, though, 4-0 with a 2.92 ERA in his last 6 starts. The Mariners are 9-1 in his last 10 starts. For Senga, he's been awesome, 2.81 ERA last 4 starts, and Mets have actually gone 5-2 in his last 7 starts. The Mets have lost 7 of 10 now. As they continue to bumble around, Mets have gone under in 10 of their last 13. Seattle's gone under in 11 of their last 16. This total has also been dropping rapidly as everyone's kind of onto this situation here. I think, if anything, it's almost creating some value on the over, even with these pitchers, because once these guys are out of the game, the bullpens will probably blow up. I mean, I would think that maybe this one could end up sneaking over. But for me, if they're going to give me this big discount right now, look, I haven't seen the chat yet. There's a little, but there's like the screen of all these games here, and then I go over the chat. And I'm going to say right now, you guys are all over the Mariners in this one. I'm going to be on them. Let me check you guys out here in the chat. I figure it's going to be unanimous. All right. Sean's on the Mariners here. Most, Jamal. We got Butterscotch on a Nerfy here in this one. Gilbert's allowed a run. He's one of the worst. Allowed a run in the first inning in 11 of 26 starts. Senga, he's allowed a run in the first inning in 7 of 24 starts. Here's Frankie Mets money line. Dre, Seattle. So Frankie, he's our contrarian there. I'm feeling like I'm gone over. Michael on the under. Thomas on the under, it sounds like. K's on the over here. That's what I think. I think it's going to get too far. I think the bullpens probably blow it up. Joshua's combined Mariners and run line into one word. Marl. I think that's what that says, but it could be. No, it might be Mariners, actually. Shout out, Josh. Ron says Mariners money line. Yeah, maybe Josh is saying money line. So I'm taking money line. $1.15. Sign me up. The Mariners really have been unbelievable, right? And what have the Mets done for us? We all agree. Senga is going to give you your best chance, and he's a stopper of sorts. But who wants the Mets when they're expected to win right now, right? We want the Mets when, and there's still room for the Mets. It feels like it's when when everybody wants to count them out, and maybe that's the case here as a home dog still, but not when you're the Mets and you're playing a team as hot as the Mariners that have won 30 of their last 38 games now. Okay, Twins and Rangers. Boy, it'd be cool if this was Nolan Ryan. Anyways, Joe Ryan here on the road against Max, and Max is $1.55. The total is about 8 flat here in this one. With the Twins and the Rangers. The Rangers are going to be pretty popular today with internet handicappers. Certainly, I would think here, even with this price continuing to climb, up slightly. I saw as low as $1.40. I don't know. Nobody got that, right? But Ryan, 8.53 ERA in his last 3 starts. Max has a 2.64 ERA in his last 5 starts. Sure, Texas has lost 10 of 13, but we know for whatever reason when they're going on the road right now, and this isn't going to bode well for them in the postseason, but they're not performing well on the road. They're 18 games over 500 at home. This seems a pretty fair price. I could admit, like I said, the handicapper is going to be giving out the Rangers left and right today, no doubt. Let's see what you guys have to say, because I'm probably going to go to the total here in this one. I'm not saying I'm saving the Rangers as a premium. It might still be a little bit too high. Want to get to the plays here. Mariners and Rangers. Say hello in the chat to my brother. It's Dave Dickens. He's not my brother, but he is my brother. And no doubt, hello to you. Miss you so much. All right. Coming at you now with these other with the picks from the chat. Dave got me flustered there seeing him. I'm so excited. Here is Butterscotch on the Texas money line. Sean says, give me the Rangers. Thomas is on the Rangers. Ron Hahn, Rangers. Dave says, Scherzer will have a big game here against those Minnesota Bats. Josh Potts says, give me the over in this one. At 8, I actually would probably go over. I'm going to wait. I want to read the market a little bit here in this one, but I would tend to think maybe just slightly over. It's not even a play at this point, but that might be actually where I'm going to end up going because I'm not sure about the side, but maybe I just feel like there is a little bit of value since it is on 8. Dre says Texas run line. Michael Roberts on the Rangers. Jamal Twins and Rangers under in this one with Max. Blake says, give me Texas in the first 5. Scherzer has a first 5 record so far with the Rangers of 3-1-1. Ryan has a record in the first 5 of 8-10-5. K goes over. Frankie goes over. Here's Verley on the Rangers. Tucker Boy, he'll take his shot with the Twins today. All right. All right. By the way, I am on the over in this one. That's a slight lean, but we give out free picks here on the show on every game. We give you 2 a lot of times with Mindy and I, and she'll be back. Phillies and Brewers in this one with Wheeler on the road. He's favored right now $1.15, 7.5 over 15. All right. With the Phillies on the road here, Wheeler a 2.72 ERA in his last 6 starts. I have a feeling that the Phillies are going to be pretty popular with handicappers today. Paid handicappers are likely to be on the Phillies. They've won 7 of 9. The Brewers, they're just as hot, having won 9 of their last 11 games. Peralta 5-0 with a 2.1 ERA in his last 5 starts. The Brewers are 8-1 in his last 9 starts. Phillies are 10-4 in Wheeler's last 14 starts. Something's got to give here with these 2 teams today. This is going to be a pretty attractive matchup, it feels like, today. And if this total at 7.5, look, great pitching. No doubt. Phillies have gone over in 9 of their last 13. Wheeler's been going under every time on the road right now, but Peralta, even with those solid numbers, he's gone over in 4 of his last 5 starts. Brewers have gone under in 3 straight. At 7.5, I'm going to end up on the over here as my play on the show. Phillies, like I said, are going to be pretty popular with handicappers, if you know what I mean. So we'll see. But I'll take the over in this one. Important game, certainly. These teams have identical records of 74 and 59. These teams are headed to the postseason. What do you guys have? Feels like they could match up. Kay is on the Phillies run line. Thomas says, give me the Phillies, give me the under in that game. Butterscotch is on Milwaukee. Frankie Diamond says, give me the over. Peralta, Dave says he's seen Peralta and he looked good. Ron says, give me the Brewers. Brent on the Brewers. Brewers at home. So Sean Money, though, on the Phillies. Here's Steve on Milwaukee. Thank you for your comment earlier, Steve. Appreciate you. It's tougher than it looks. Dave, no. Dave has been Dave in the chat here. And Thomas, thank you for shouting out Dave there. To be friends with Dave and I have done probably not as many as Mindy and I, but Dave and I have done hundreds of videos together, it feels like, in our years together. So that's why I got so emotional. All right, Dre's on the Phillies. Josh says, what do you say here? I'm taking up less money on the Brewers. Here's Michael Roberts, Brewers money line and under. Jamal's got Bryce for a home run. Verley on the Brewers. Tyrone on Milwaukee. I see you guys talking about Justin Steele in there. What do you guys think for the National League Cy Young Award now? Mac. Hey, Mac, how you doing? He's on the Brewers. I'll take the over. At 7.5, juice to the over. Big Maple, Paxton, and the Red Sox on the road. Jordan Lyles Day here in this one. We keep saying this is going to be the last Royals game we're going to preview all season, but here we are. We're still talking baseball because, hey, I want to talk baseball. Paxton here on the road against Lyles. Look, we know big favorite here for Big Mape, $1.75, total 9.5. Paxton has an 8.16 ERA in his last 3 starts. What? Uh, Lyles, 7.62 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Royals have lost 6 straight now. Red Sox have lost 5 of 6. Is this a get-right game for the Boston Red Sox at $1.75? Good thing it's a video show and I can just give out the Red Sox here. Nobody wants Jordan Lyles on Jordan Lyles Day. I know that. Tyrone says, give me Boston in the first 5. Paxton is just 6-10-2 in the first 5. Jordan Lyles, hey, it goes to show, I think, that Jordan Lyles is a little bit better than we all give him, than we all made fun of him all season. Okay, look, the Royals are 3-22. We know we, started the season so losing the first 16 or whatever, but 3-22. Yet Lyles in the first 5, he's 6-16-3. Okay, he's won twice as many first 5s as the Royals have won. The Royals have won twice as many first 5s as they have full games. All right. Steve says, give me Boston. Thomas is going on the over here after hearing those weak numbers from the starters anyway, the bullpens. Well, Boston, okay. Royals near the bottom. That's the problem. Hey, I mean, we made fun of these bad teams all year, and they've been the worst bullpens. And the teams that continue to disappoint have those bullpens, and whoever's going to step up with the bullpens is going to get it done in the end, I'm sure. Here's Scotch has got that going over as a Scotch lock. Dre's on the run. Dave's on the under. He's going to fade all those trends. Hey, the Red Sox have gone over, Dave, in 13 of their last 14 games. Royals have gone under in 3 of their last 4, and if you're going under, you're probably expecting Paxton to have a big game, which is fine. And here is Jamal, Red Sox money line. Michael says go over in this one. C. James, hello. Angel says give me the over. And Tyrone says Boston first 5. All right. Hey, by the way, I'll take Boston on the money line. Don't at me. I'm laying $1.75. I'm by myself. Okay. If Mindy was here, I'd be having to lay the run line, and we'd probably win. But at $1.75, look, I mean, this thing could have been easily. It might even. Hey, this might be the best price we get. All right, Eduardo's on the road here against Tukey Toussaint. Tukey Toussaint needs his own day. Tigers here $1.30, and the total is 8.5. So that looks like the current line, certainly. Rodriguez, he's cooled 6.06 ERA in his last 3 starts. Tukey, he's never got hot. I mean, we've had him a few times, right? We probably got lucky in those games. He's a 6.84 ERA in his last 5 starts. He has gone under in 8 of his 10 starts. Detroit's gone under in 14 of their last 19. Eduardo's gone under in 3 of his last 4 starts. Now, the White Sox have been going over of late, but I think Eduardo, this feels like a really good matchup for Eduardo here. In this one, I would think. I don't know if I want to lay $1.30 necessarily. Probably be the way I'd go, but I'm going to end up with the under here with the Tigers and the White Sox as my play today. Yeah, starters are bad. Eduardo, though, we know he's not bad. He's just had some bad games. Hope he's not tired. And let's take a look at what the chat has to say in this one between the Tigers. All right. Dave, just wait for the Padres. I mean, here's the thing, Dave. I'm teasing you. Me making fun of the Padres is something that happens every day on this show, and I'm sure everybody's tired of it, and I just can't get over it. But I've got my platform, and I get to be depressed every day. Okay, about the Padres. I'm excited to be here with you guys, of course. Thank you, everyone. Here's Dre on Detroit. Thank you, Rodney. Nice to see you. I'm here. Mindy's going to be back, I'm sure. Here's Detroit money line with Rodriguez for Butterscotch. Jamal says Tigers run line. Thomas says, give me the White Sox on the money line. Dave says, Tukey. Michael Roberts on the White Sox here in this one. And I'm concerned about the price. Maybe I'm not going to go with Detroit necessarily on the road here. Here's an under here with me. Verley's going to go with me. You guys are going with me in this one. Thanks a lot, you guys. I didn't think anybody would, given the starters anyway. So I'm going under in this one at 8.5 with the Tigers and the White Sox. Yankees, Astros. This won't be a World Series preview. Carlos Rodon on the mound. Sorry, my Yankees fans. It's at your expense this season. I mean, I can't talk, as Dave was saying about the Padres. Carlos Rodon, 5.89 ERA in his last 4 starts. Team came in on the Tigers here just as we were going on the air. Caught my eye. Let me see what right now. Verlander's down to $1.70. The total is 8.5 under minus 120. Significant move here to the under. Total move here to the under. The move on the Yankees. Yeah, maybe the Yankees. I don't know. They're just playing numbers. Nobody wants the Yankees in this one, do they? Let's take a look at what the chat has to say here with these two. I don't know. Maybe the price. It just doesn't feel like it. It feels like $1.70 is fine at this point. I know the Sharps are probably coming. Yeah, they're probably on the Yankees. Good for them. Here's Dre. Only thing is, hey, when the Sharps are going against you and they're taking that old Sharp side, it only creates value for us squares out here. Dre's on Houston run line. So's Butterscotch. So's Thomas. This is like a consensus play. If I don't go on the Houston run line, I know that Houston run line handicappers are going to be giving out Houston run line like free towels at a baseball game in July. Here come there's K's taking her Yankees. That's fine. And Sean on Houston. Dave says Astros with Verlander are money so far 4-1. Well, we know. I know you might be talking all time too, but since his return to Houston, 4-1 in his 5 starts. And those 4 wins, he got the win in every one of them. I think I said that already. Here's Frankie on the over. Michael's on. Oops. Some breaking news. The story came across, and I was reading, but I actually was going to mention at the top of the show that the ACC, you guys probably saw that one, actually extending those formal invitations to Stanford and Cal and SMU to their conference now. So they were all eager to go. No reason they won't. That seems like a done deal. Even they balked at first, right? Whatever that, they were going to do it. Who wouldn't want Stanford, especially? I don't want to say especially in the ACC, but who wouldn't want Stanford and Cal in their conference? Exciting finish here. Puerto Rico 93, Dominican Republic 92, 2:18 left. I had the under, but that's all right. Good game. Exciting game here down the stretch. Here's Michael Roberts, Astros run line. Good morning to Michael. Hello. Okay, everybody loves Houston. I know everybody loves Houston. I like Houston. What I say the price? Is it really down to 170? Okay, I can take him. I'll take him on the money. I'm going to take him on the money line. I'm playing some big chalk here today, okay? Laying chalk. I know you guys are on the run line. What is the run line today? $1. Oh, plus money. Sounds good, man. That sounds good. I'm just going to respect the Sharps' opinion a little bit. I'll just take the discount here. I think it is a discount with the Astros and at $1.70, right? So again, my definition of discount would be a lower price than what was available before without any knowledgeable market information such as an injury, but we definitely saw, openers as high. DK opened at 230. So, all right, I know this one's going to be kind of move versus public perception. Hey, just want to mention one more though. I gave out that over in the Rays and the Guardians, and that total now was officially on the move. I talked about it was seeing eights, and I think it's gone to almost 8 across the board. Just want to mention that there. All right. Okay, everyone's on. Yeah, so no, I think that's what you're saying, and that's what sharps do sometimes. I mean, but is there really any value in that? So, um, all right. Dave says $1.50. Yeah, so Dave, so look at the line here, Dave. So Astros are $1.70. You see, lay 170 to win 100. I gotta help my man out here, you guys. You guys help him out too. Oh, thanks. Hey, Jeffrey, nice to see you. Yeah, we're going to be getting to that one here in just a moment. I really want to get through this baseball. I want to get to as many games as possible for the 90 minutes. I want to try to get out of here in 90 minutes. All right, Pirates and Cardinals. Here's Keller on the road against Hudson. And Dakota Hudson, $1.15. Total 8.5. This one looks like it's on the move. A little bit lower here with these two. Keller's been good, 1.8 ERA in his last 3 starts, although the Pirates have gone just 1-6 in his last 7 road starts. Hudson, 4-1 record in his last 5 starts, but a 4.55 ERA. Cardinals have lost 10 of 14 games right now of their last 14 games. Pittsburgh has won 3 straight. They've gone over in 27 of their last 42 games. Pittsburgh has been a pretty solid over here of late. That's probably where I'm going to end up here on this one with it at 8.5. And it looks like it's actually moving lower. I'm just not going to update it on the screen. It's only been a move of about 15 cents here, but let me give that out as my play. I'm going over. Cardinals have gone under just 1 of their last 5 games. Hudson's gone over in 4 of his last 6. Keller's gone over in 3 straight starts. My numbers are right there, but these two right now, Pittsburgh is a road dog, tend to goes a little bit over of late. Cardinals is a home favorite when they they haven't been favored too frequently. At home they have been, but they've kind of been going over in this role. So I know the Sharps are going over, and they haven't been too good when I've tailed them in this spot. But today, at this close price, I'm probably going to go over in this one. I'm not sure on the side. If anything, I'm thinking maybe at $1.15, the Cardinals. Could they find a way to get a win? They had a pretty good series out here. Let's see what you guys have to say. Pirates and Cards. Butterscotch is ready to raise the Jolly Roger. Thomas is going over here in this one. Zane, I think, over. Michael, Pirates on the money line. Dre on the money line. Here's St. Louis on the money line. And Dave says, give me the Pirates in this one. Here's Brent is on the Bucks. And Burley likes Hudson in this one. Look, when Hudson came back, Hudson's his career is far from over, and the Cardinals are obviously not doing anything. So for him just to come back to, that's motivation in itself for a guy like Hudson, right? We all thought Dakota Hudson would be a good career pitcher. And he's been okay. Look, not everybody gets major leagues and has a career the last several years. Hudson's been fine. He's not been a superstar or anything, but he's just working to come back. So you come back late in the season, get your work in, build your strength. You want to keep pitching in the major leagues. So, all right, Jason's ready for Bama. I think we're previewing them in this show if we get there. I might just shut it down. Okay, here's Jamal. Pirates run line. Steve to the over. No problem, Jason. This thing called YouTube that just stores the video is amazing. Is there just one big warehouse with all the world's video? How many warehouses do you need to store all the world's videos? All right, I'll take the over in this one. Okay, Toronto and Colorado is coming up next with Hungjin Ryu on the road. $1.80. 12 over. I better update this one because this one looks like a little bit of a significant move on the total lower at 12 over, maybe 25, maybe even 20 right now in this one with the Blue Jays and the Rocks. Here's the thing. I mean, we already know the Blue Jays are they've been, we've cashed so many times, going to the well time and time again on this Blue Jays under. They've been, on this incredible run long term on the under. In Colorado at home, the perception, of course, oh, we're always going, oh, no, not this year. Hasn't been that way. You're going under when you're in Colorado. Now, the trends, the immediate trends, the short-term trends really are pointing to the over, I think, in this one. You have Hungjin Ryu. He's got that 4.20 ERA in his last 3 starts, going 3-0. The Blue Jays have won 4 of his 5 starts. We know Ryu also coming back kind of late and again doing I'd say that's actually a decent job. Toronto 38-31 on the road, so of course they are significant favorites here. Is an important game for Toronto, and Colorado's been terrible. Obviously, they've lost 24 of their last 35 games. The Flexen 5.73 ERA. We know he just doesn't seem like a good fit in Colorado for his style of pitching. This doesn't feel right. We know Colorado just needs someone to go out there and deal and Flexen, whether or not his career is in the balance here towards the end of the season, I don't know. But 5.73 in his last 4 starts. Colorado's gone over in 5 of his 6 starts. I'm going to be on the under here in this one. Get on. I don't think it's going to go much lower than this, or 12. I think 12. Wish I could have had that 12.5. Maybe I can step out and still get a 12.5. But we'll see here. Let's see what you guys have to say. Yeah, Nathan, everything seems fine. I'm sure I really haven't, should have been sleeping in. I'm sure I'll get an angry Husker text after that. I know she probably stayed up for that and probably been out like a light since that game. Okay, what do we got? Dave says under in this game with the Blue Jays. That's where I'm going. It's tough, Dave, to go under, right, when you think of Colorado. But actually, this season it's been like everybody thinks big-time runs, but they've been actually, because their offense is bad. We know that. Jamal, Blue Jays, money line. And Brent says, yeah, is it? Yeah, Brent. So right now, actually, Brent, it is probably too much. And this isn't one I'd give out. I don't even think I could give it out for free. But and maybe, look, I'm a professional handicapper, but I'm an amateur bettor. It feels like sometimes. And that, I don't know if I can. You know what I'm saying? Like what I give out. I mean, I bet everything I give out, but I like to bet. And even though I might not give out $1.80 actually feels okay. So I don't know. Wouldn't necessarily give it. I don't know if I'm giving it out or anything like that. But not being contradictory to you, Brent. You're right on this, and I often say that. And this particular game, I don't know. Dave says Ryu solid. Padres should get him. We'll see next year. Padres. The starting pitching has been great, right? If we think about it, with even guys we didn't expect. But we'll get to the Padres in a moment, and then we could go over it. Okay, Rockies here for Michael. Butterscotch says, "Give me Rockies in 2.5." No, all right, I might. That might be the way to go too for me. No way, like $1.80. Even after that, I get it. All right, and. Puerto Rico goes on to meet Dominican Republic 102-97. I'll be on the under here in this one. Angels and A's. We're almost done with this baseball. Let's keep it going. Angels and A's here. Patrick Sandoval, Pablo. What am I doing? Angels here $1. They're down to $1.35. Guess all that public action on the A's is rolling in. Everybody loves the A's, don't they? Like I said, when you get this type of move, maybe it creates some value, but I don't know. Have we given up on the Angels? Maybe the sharp move is the A's here in this one today. This would be a game that wouldn't make the cut tomorrow. Don't expect it to here. I don't know how many more games we're going to do, but in this one, probably going to still find my way to the Angels. Here's my play. I'm thinking, let's see what the chat has to say. I don't know. Wouldn't give out the Angels as a premium. Sandoval, a 6.3 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Angels, they're 4-12 with Sandoval on the mound in his last 16 starts. Angels have lost 19 of their last 26 games for J.P. Sears. He's got an 8.25 ERA in his last 5 starts and an 0-4 record. The A's have lost 11 of his last 13 starts. The A's, they're trending positive. Well, 5-5 in their last 10 games, but they've been getting the money. So they're profiting over the last 10 games, certainly in this one, the way they're going. See with the chat, you guys want to talk about this one? We just move on here. The Las Vegas A's, Dave, though, don't forget, Las Vegas A's, things change when you come to Las Vegas. When you move them out of a mood, you can't do anything. And even if the A's owner's a goofball, you can't do anything in a dump of a stadium. Look what they did in your beautiful San Diego, tearing down the big state, right? You can't roll with those, with rats running around and sewage in the locker room. That don't work anymore. All right. I'll tell you what. Total here at 8. Give me the under. Give me the under in this one. You guys have some opinions there on the side. And I know Tyrone said over. I'll take under, though. And Steve said over, too. I probably should have looked at that. Orioles on the road, $1.15. 9.5 over, minus 115 now. Maybe we're seeing a slight move to the under here in this one. I will say this, Baltimore, they are going to be very popular today with internet handicappers, paid touts. They're going to be on the Orioles here today, I would think, for sure, against Arizona, continuing to ride this Orioles train. But look, we got Zach Davies. Why is it that did we just miss Zach Davies? It must have been did he pitch on Tuesday? No, it could have been this past. Did we even talk about him on his first start back? Well, anyways, we know he's back. He was back last start here. So for Davies, Arizona's 1-7 in his last 8 starts. He was on the shelf there for a little while, right? Arizona's lost 4 of 5. Orioles have won 11 of their last 17 games. We know they are the road monsters, 41-24, terrific road record for the Orioles. For Irvin, he's got a 2.49 ERA in his last 5 starts, but no run support. They have been able to come through late, though, for him. Orioles are 7-3 in his starts so far. So, man, it just seems like everybody's going to be on the Orioles. Why wouldn't everybody be on the Orioles here? I think Irvin might even have a pretty good start. Maybe Davies can corral this Orioles lineup a little bit here with them on the road. So give me the under in this one with the Orioles and the Diamondbacks. And this is a good game. I know we're going to have some football tonight, but this is a pretty attractive weekend series. Here's Sean Money. He says, give me Baltimore. Thomas on Baltimore. Michael's on Baltimore. Jamal, Baltimore. Dre, Baltimore. Michael R. Baltimore. Scotch has got it as a lock. Here's the Oriole for this for sure. Dave says Orioles. And Steve says, don't forget, Davies lost that. Oh, that he was reminded. Davies lost that game. Thank you, Steve. trying to remember what and we might be going fast. I don't think that was since Mindy was out. I mean, it had to be 5 or 6. Oh well. Anyways, here's everybody's on Baltimore. This is an absolute consensus. Like I said, um, everyone's going to be all over Baltimore. It seems like you're getting a good price. There's obviously some market pressure on Arizona here, maybe with sharps. I don't show it necessarily as a sharp move yet or anything of that nature, but it is interesting that that price is what it is. Even Joshua, check it in now. Let's move on. I'll take the under. Everyone's on Baltimore. No reason for me to jump on. I mean, with you guys, look, I'm with you, but let me give out a total here because everyone says Baltimore. So let's give them 2 picks: Braves and Dodgers. This is the one. Turned out to be a great game. Did anybody tune out of the game? Did anybody leave the game when the Braves were up big early in the second inning? What was it, 6-1 early? And Ronald Acuna gets married. Look, it's not Ronald Acuna didn't go to some drive-through Vegas wedding. I mean, it was a situation with his wife. She had to go back, and then it was a visa issue. So when they got the opportunity, they have 2 children together, very young children. They just hadn't been able to get married or whatever, and she needs, they need to marry so they can live together in Georgia. Well, anyways, great job, Ronald Acuna. They got all together. They said, let's have it, even though it was a day of a game. They had the wedding at 2 in the afternoon. Small, but these guys are rich, had a nice wedding, and then played baseball and went out and did something nobody's ever done in the history of the game with his 30-60. I told you guys at the beginning of the season the stolen base was back, and imagine what Ricky Henderson would do nowadays. All right, you guys. We talk enough about I want to get to the game. So, anyways, turns out to be a great game. Dodgers come back. They've got 2 men on. It feels like all they need is a base hit. And the Braves win. So, great job, Braves. This feels like the National League Championship Series. I know everybody said that already. And it'll be another great game tonight. Max Fried, a 3.58 ERA in his last 5 starts. Urias, a 2.9 ERA, and he's 4-1 in his last 5 starts. The Dodgers have gone 7-2 in Urias's last 9 starts. The Braves have gone 7-3 in the last 10 starts for Max Fried. Atlanta's won 18 of their last 23. The Dodgers have won 20 of their last 24. Dodgers have gone over in 8 of their last 10. Also, over in 5 of Urias's last 7 games. Braves have gone over in 4 of their last 6, and Fried has gone over in 3 of their last 4 games, you guys. The total's 8.5. It's just to the over. There were how many runs? I'm going over. Come on, I don't care who's on. Look, Max Fried, Julio Urias, Fernando Valenzuela, John Smoltz. I don't care. We're going over in this one. Dave's on the under. All right. Michael on the brace. Sorry, Dave. Love you, man. All right. Mindy, Ernest, Mindy be back hopefully soon. Called it the 10-day DL. I think we're almost halfway through that. So it's been tough, but you guys got me through it, and I'm not going anywhere. Well, I don't know, unless they kick me off the team. The Dodgers. I saw Dodgers on a Friday. If they're a dog after all I saw is Dodger and dog, and I got hungry. Even though they fired Farmer John. That's all you need to know about the Dodgers, okay? They fired Farmer John. I'm saving the Padre game for last, Dave, because of you. So we can talk about it for a few minutes anyway. We got to get off the air, though, here in a bit. Okay, Dodgers here. Steve on the over. All right, let me get to the Dodger game. I want to talk to Padres with Dave because everyone, Dave. Everybody knows the chat can just tell Dave since Dave's only here for the first. No, there's still Dodger dogs. They just have some other company producing them. So my friend Dave, you guys comes in here, watches the show for the first time in a long time. He's seen me on here, but he's got a busy life. So everybody maybe can just tell him how much fun I've had making fun of the Padres and how yes, I hyped him up. I hyped up Bob Melvin. I hyped up, but from day one of the season, I said the back pockets are too fat. Money's falling out their ass, running around the bases. There's not enough motivation for these guys. Machado proven that over the year, right? These guys, Tatis, with everything that's happened. Look, he's had a good season. The move to the outfield. The move to the outfield has been strictly wonderful. I mean, the guy's so green and raw out there, and he's still one of the best defensive players in the game. Imagine when he learns how to play the position, how good he'll be. He makes every catch somehow, even though he takes the wrong route. All that. The relief pitching has really been the problem because look who the start. Look at Michael Wacha here. He's been terrific. Snell's been terrific. Yeah, it sucks that our guy Joe Musgrove has had to spend time on the injured list. That hasn't helped any. Lugo, look, that was going to be no solution. Darvish, you want to hope that this was just a bump in his career and then it's not over. But all right. In this one, anyways, we got to get off the games here. We got to get moving to the rest of the show. Let me know what you think with the Padres here going up against the Giants tonight with Wacha. Wacha comes in 1.82 ERA last 7 starts. Padres are 12-6 with Wacha as a starter. Padres have lost 18 of their last 26 games. Don't forget they're 0-11 in extra innings, whatever they are now. This is a bullpen game for the Giants. I joked last time that's not Rodbeck starting, but I wish it was. That'd be awesome. Giants have won 4 of their last 5. We were on the Giants yesterday on the show. We were on the over yesterday. It somehow got there. The Giants led, what was it, 20-0 in the 3rd inning? It was 7-0, whatever it was. Easy money. We took the Giants yesterday. We're taking I'm going to take the over today. I don't want to give it away here. Let me see. I got the price wrong there on the screen. Let me fix that. It's 8.5 over 20, right? 8.5 under 20. Okay. Well, that's not actually the best price that I was actually looking for. I will give out the over on the show. Excuse me. I'll give out the over here. It's tough talking straight for 90 minutes. Give me 1 second. All right. Thank you, guys. Here we go. Appreciate that. Yeah, you can say that again, Steve. K says, give me the Giants on the run line. Yeah, well, but still, I mean, the numbers have kind of speak for themselves a little bit here. Scott says Padres first 5. Wacha has a first 5 record, 11 wins, 3 losses, 4 ties. Giants to destroy. Padres first 5 for Verley. And Dave says Soto will be traded. Well, they'd have to release. I mean, I guess they could release him. I don't know how they'd work that out. But Michael says Giants here. I mean, I guess they could release Soto. I wouldn't. I mean, All right. Thanks a lot, you guys. Appreciate your comments in this one. I'll go over. I took a lot of overs today.